Thank you. Hey everyone, welcome to tonight's recap of So You Think You Can Dance.
So Verdell is here and he's got to give a shout out to Kevin to say watch Kevin's new channel, formerly the Kook Report, and now it's What You Say Now.
What?
I know, link in the side. So the judges tonight were Nigel, Mary, and Lil C.
Alright, so the show started off with a performance from Randi and Evan. It was a jive.
By Louis Van Amstel, one of my favorite choreographers.
And it was to Shake a Tail Feather by Ray Charles.
Now, they said about 20 times that it was going to be fun. And even the judges in their comments at the end were like,
was
it fun? Was it fun? Well, it was fun, a little. But
Jives
it was
are always fun.
Also a little bit disappointing, though, because this was not really the dance for them. It was kind of sloppy in the footwork. And Louis a taskmaster, so it's pretty much hard to keep up with Louis if he's going to do a ballroom dance for you.
I did think they captured the character of the dance, though. That's very important.
Yeah. So up next, Melissa and Aday. They had a jazz routine by Sonya.
Oh.
This was pretty crazy. The song was 24 Hours by Terry Poison, and it was pretty weird.
It was some crazy shits.
It was, but it was great. They were totally in sync, and Sonya really showcased what is great about them as a couple, and that's their lifts, because Aday is really strong.
And she just snaps into place.
She's a ballerina. It was great. They made it look effortless.
Yeah.
Up next, Caitlin and Jason. Hip-hop routine by Shane Sparks.
He's back!
He's back, but I'm going to have to say this was one of my least favorite routines of the night.
They danced to Missin' You by Trey Songz.
Sorry, Shane. I wasn't a big fan of the choreography in this number. I don't know whether it was because they just didn't dance it the way you wanted them to, or just it wasn't there to begin with.
Yeah.
The chemistry was missing between the two of them, too, which really took away from their performance. Janette and Brandon doing a disco Doriana Sanchez.
And the song was Loving Is Really My Game by Brainstorm.
It was super fast.
This is definitely the fastest disco routine they've ever had on the show.
It was almost out of control, and they ran out of steam, I think, at the end.
They were really strong in the beginning, though.
Yeah, they started out really strong. And something really freaky we noticed, that she is so loose that at one of the lifts, I think it was one of the first lifts, her legs were so hyperextended they almost looked like they were on backwards.
It looked like her legs were on backwards.
Ah! Sorry.
It was scary.
Alright.
But it was good.
It was good.
But it was scary.
Asuka and Vitolio up next with a waltz. When I heard waltz, I was like, ugh.
Why?
I don't know. Some people just can't pull off a waltz. And
some people can't appreciate a waltz.
I know. Well, after their performance last week with the Broadway, I was getting worried. And
well, it was choreographed by Louis Van Amstel.
Awesome song, Dreams Are More Precious by Enya.
Enya.
Perfect song for a waltz. And it was like a painfully beautiful dream.
It was amazing.
They made it seem like they were up in heaven. And it was beautiful, beautiful lines from both of them.
And faces.
I almost had a tear in my eye. That's how good it was. It was one of our favorites of the night.
Yeah.
Another one of our favorites of the night were Kayla and Max with their Jazz Pop by Brian Friedman.
He's back too.
Why was he gone? I think he had an anger issue. I don't know.
He was working.
Maybe.
Elsewhere.
They danced to Hot Like Wow, Nadia O. It was crazy.
I really like the concept for this with the whole like...
I didn't get the props. I'm sorry. I'm going to admit it right now. Okay. I didn't get the whole sofa and coffee table, but if it was her throne, she should have been sitting on a throne. I don't know. Was it really necessary?
Yes.
But it was still amazing, even though I didn't quite get it.
I liked it a lot.
Yeah. Like I said, one of our favorites of the night. But our ultimate grand supreme favorite of the night was Karla and Jonathan. Who knew?
I didn't like them last week, but they really stepped it up this week with a contemporary choreographed by Stacy Tookey.
It is the premiere of Stacy Tookey on the American version of So You Think You Could Dance. She's really the best choreographer on the Canadian version. And they danced to Falling Slowly by The Frames.
Great song.
It was our favorite. What can you say good about it that, hasn't already been said? And what can you say bad about it? Nothing. Because it was beautiful and effortless. It was crazy. Alright, sorry, one of our least favorites of the night. Next, Janine and Philip. They did a tango choreographed by Tony Meredith. Violento, Bailengo. Not a good style for them.
No.
They were really out of sync. And Philip was more committed in his demeanor.
I don't know.
She was making all these faces like...
Yeah, I noticed that too.
It was
kind of like they were stomping around, but not in like a tango way.
I mean, it wasn't a total train wreck.
No.
But it just wasn't as good as everybody else.
Yeah.
So...
And Lil C, the knees are supposed to be bent.
That was kind of embarrassing.
Yeah, I felt bad for him.
Yeah.
I mean, how is he supposed to know? He's crumper.
I know. Up, closing the show, Ashley and Kupono.
With the Shane Sparks hip hop.
We both love this one.
Yeah, they danced to I'm a Bee by the Black Eyed Peas.
It was so quirky, but in like a great way.
I loved the concept of the shadow, and then
I loved the different styles too. Like, where it was all like, and then it was like straight up hip hop at the end. I'm gonna have to disagree with the judges because they were kind of middle of the road to hating it.
We
loved it. It was one of our tops. So tomorrow, one girl and one guy is going to go home. I hope it's not one of our favorites.
Yeah.
But somebody's got to go. And this season has turned out to be like really more than we could have hoped for. So we'll see tomorrow. Till then, much love.